in such context, I spontaneously feel like explaining. It has been explained in some parts of the Holy Scriptures, explained through some teachings of the realized souls, that we cannot easily afford to make mistakes in life. Sometimes we feel, oh, I am not willfully doing it. It is just done by mistake. We are not really willfully doing it, so just done by mistakes. So it is okay. But there are certain types of fatal mistakes which makes the life, which changes the life from good to bad. Just momentary mistakes. But there is no excuse saying, I am not willfully or intentionally doing. Oh, I am not intentionally doing, so it will be forgiven. Such mistakes will be forgiven. I am innocent. I am so innocent. It's not really my fault. It's the fault of our mistaking ways. Mistakes are normal. See, making mistakes a part of life, normal. So we take very casually. Take it also casually, light way. But while we have to pay sweetly, we have to pay so intensely due to our making mistakes, and we can start suffering from that, then we realize, oh, I should not have done that. Why I was not so aware of, why I was not so conscious of, I should have been. God has given us intelligence, awareness, consciousness. So why should I have been so callous and casual and just lazy to be properly aware of the facts? Why did I afford? Why did I indulge? Why did I even unwillingly indulge into my mistakes? If I would have been careful, I could have been more careful. I could have avoided. Could have avoided such ways of my life. Now my life has become upside down. And I should not have done that. I should have been more cautious and careful. Learn it, realize it through hard ways. After making mistakes, then sometimes it becomes too late. So Supreme God also wants us to learn through rectifications in life. Sometimes we are learning many things in our lives. We learn easy way. I repeat, many things we learn easy way in our lives, and many things we learn hard ways.
Hodně věcí v životě se naučíme lehkým způsobem, zopakuju to, hodně věcí se naučíme v životě lehkým způsobem a nějaký věci se naučíme
rectifications, purifications, hard way learning. But both are learning.
Ale oba ty způsoby jsou učení se.
When we are staying very healthy in life, then we do not always care about our health.
Když jsme zdraví v životě, tak se ani o to svoje zdraví nestaráme, vlastně je nám to jedno.
We simply take it for granted.
Bereme to jako zaručenou
take our
věc.
Healthy ways of life, take it for granted. We are not so much caring about.
Bereme to zdraví jako zaručený a nestaráme se o to.
But when we become unhealthy, we sick, then actually we start learning the actual value of the health.
Ale ve chvíli, kdy onemocníme, tak se naučíme poznávat tu pravou hodnotu toho, co to je.
Real value of being healthy, staying healthy, because we are missing a portion of our health.
Hodnota toho, co to znamená být zdravý, protože nám chybí část toho.
And we learn hard ways through curing process.
A těžce se učíme ty léčebné postupy.
Okay. We learn hard ways not to be making mistakes, which leads me towards unhealthy situation.
Učíme se nedělat chyby, které by nás vedly do té nezdravé situace.
Not to be making such mistakes, not to be so careless about our health care.
Nebejt už dál bezstarostní ohledně našeho zdraví.
Knowing, although it is given in our life by the Supreme Creator, is given in a natural way, but still so valuable wealth. Health is wealth. We learn it.
Toto zdraví je velká hodnota.
We learn through comparative studies. Well, we have comparative experiences between healthy situations and unhealthy situations.
A my se to učíme z té situace, když si to můžeme porovnat, vlastně, jak nám je, když jsme zdraví a když jsme nemocní.
It's good in one sense that we have more experience about the life through that.
Díky tomu je dobrý na tom to, že díky tomu máme víc zkušeností. Že
we have comparative experiences
máme to zkušenosti
about this material life, material human life.
V tom materiálním lidském životě.
Then we become more matured, more experienced and more matured, understanding what to do, what not to do.
A staneme se zralejší a dospělejší a pochopíme, co máme dělat a co dělat nemáme.
Important lesson.
To je důležitá lekce.
Learning about what to be done, what to do and what not to do.
Naučit se, co se má dělat a co se dělat nemá.
Therefore sometimes, often, even our temporary failures also becomes pillars of success.
I ty naše dočasné neúspěchy se časem stanou pilířema úspěchu.
Temporary failures, temporary experience of failures in life also opening up the new path towards success, leading to success.
Ty dočasné neúspěchy vlastně nám otevřou nové cesty k novým úspěchům.
While we know how to be learning through rectifications, experience about what to be done, what not to be done.
Takže se naučíme, jak napravit ty chyby a z té zkušenosti se naučíme, co se má dělat a co se dělat nemá.
What truly ought to be done, what ought not to be done.
Co má se dělat, co se nemá dělat.
We learn through realizations.
Učíme přes
rectifications and realizations. Good. Supreme God says, your life is finally meant for various experiences, not just only for happiness.
Bůh říká, že ten náš život je určen k určitým zkušenostem, ne pouze pro potěšení a pro užívání si.
Not just only for happiness or only for pain.
Není to jenom pro radost nebo jenom pro neštěstí.
The life is meant for mixed experiences.
Ten život je zamýšlený smíšenýmu typu zkušeností.
Yeah, mixed experiences of well and woes, you know, pleasures and pains, and sometimes some state in between, neutral state in between pleasure and pain.
A takový to neutrální stádium mezi těma dvěma určitou.
See, back to the point.
Zpátky k tomu bodu.
All of us, we should all be very careful not to be making mistakes, okay, after having some experiences of what it is, what kind of suffering we can get through making mistakes. Then we should stay extra careful. I don't mean over careful, but extra careful in life as necessary, not to be making further mistakes and inviting further troubles in life.
Musíme být nesmírně opatrní, aby jsme nedělali další a další chyby, aby jsme se nepřiváděli do nebezpečí.
And through such a little bit hiking on the mountain, we also learn a lesson that try to face different little problems of life, even some little heavy problems, turmoils of life, the spirit of adventure, sporting adventure, instead of, oh, it's too much, I cannot do it, why so much suffering coming, be like elite commando, go through some elite commando training period.
Then, díky tomuhle procházce vlastně v horách jsme se naučili taky hodně zajímavé věci. I to, že jsme mohli třeba tady trpět, anebo naopak to pojmout, že jsme tady jako komando elitní a že jdeme vpřed.
See, it all depends on our entunement, all depending on the nature of our entunement.
Záleží, jak jsme naladěni.
Entunement with what frequency, what dynamics of lifestyle, dimension of lifetime we are being entuned with.
Na jakou frekvenci jsme naladěni a jakým směru životním vlastně se vydáváme.
If we are simply entuned with the ordinary type of frequencies or dynamics of life, even little suffering will be felt by us as big.
Když jsme na těch nízkých frekvencích běžných, tak i nějaký malý problém pro nás bude nesmírná zátěž prostě.
Because then we become so comfort lover, you know, very so much comfort lover.
Milujeme ten komfort a pohodlí.
So we find so much comforts rather through weakness, through weak ways, peaceful, weak ways of living, instead of finding happiness, enjoying happiness with some lifestyle, which takes some adventurous lifestyle, which takes some more power and strength. And so if we are used to it, only lovely, doubly weak, soft kind of lifestyle, we cannot be enjoying the lifestyle which requires more power and strength.
Nějaký životní styl potřebuje víc síly a odvahy, aby tam mohlo být to dobrodružství. A když jsme na těch nízkých vlnách naladění, tak to je jenom o slabosti.
See? All the little or ordinarily difficult situations, I repeat, okay, our experience with ordinary difficult situations.
Naše zkušenost s obyčejnýma, obtížnýma situacema.
In other words,
nebo jinýma slovama.
The experiences of our ordinarily difficult situations can be experienced by us as too much, so heavy, I cannot take it anymore, while we continue to be living an ordinary, comfortable, happy, peaceful lifestyle.
Zůstáváme v tom obyčejném pohodlí, v tom pohodlném životním stylu, tak nám nejde ani udělat co navíc.
But those ordinary difficulties of life are simply nothing before the elite commandos, because they get so trained up such a high class way.
To není nic, tyhle ty běžný vlastně každodenní potíže, ty jsou na to zvyklí, jsou trénovaný na horší situace.
They just treat them as almost nothing.
They enjoy vlastně nic,
adventurous spirit, higher spirit and higher power, higher strength of life. So ordinary difficulties which are too much to the people living, used to be living in a very ordinary, peaceful way, are nothing, no difficulties at all before the elite commandos. They consider, fun,
které jsou pro každodenního člověka velkým problémem, nejsou žádným problémem pro to elitní komando.
They enjoy like fun, adventure, enjoy
jako zábavu ve skutečnosti.
They enjoy those challenges,
jsou to pro ně výzvy, které oni vyhledávají.
Which may seem to be like the turmoil, great difficulties or turmoil type to other people, and the elite commandos are so trained up they can even enjoy those challenges, fine, and to overcome, trying to overcome, they take some pride and happiness by overcoming those challenges of life with the superior strength, power, ability, and with the positive mindset up. These are nothing, I can do it, I can easily overcome and go. Positive mindset up. Powerful, more powerful mind setup compared to the usual ones.
V porovnání s těma běžnýma lidma, oni mají prostě silný nastavení mysli.
That's what the great yogis also do in their life.
A to dělají to stejný vlastně velký jogíni.
Now the great yogis, exalted spiritual personalities are like elite commandos, not in material sense, but in a spiritual sense. Spiritual elite commandos.
Vlastně takový elitní komando, ne v tom fyzickém smyslu, ale v tom duchovním.
So this is good experience for us.
To je pro nás skvělá zkušenost.
This kind of experience of having a little bit, it's not a real adventure. Having a little bit adventure, hiking in the mountain,
trochu jsme to ochutnali tady tím lezením po
leads us to that direction, leads us, inspires us towards that direction of accepting different things of our life with adventurous spirit, sporting adventurous spirits. Then we can be solving so many problems. And little difficulties or so-called difficulties or even turmoils of life cannot collapse us, cannot affect us in a bad way, distasteful way, because we already have superpower, if not superpower, already have some superior ability, superior power, more than the normal. By the grace of Lord, by the grace of Super Soul, discover more power from the level of our own Super Soul and from the overhead.
Z nebe a od nadduše získáváme víc těch schopností.
Extra superpower, extra ability, extra power from within and from over our head.
A máme ty schopnosti nacházíme jak z našeho vnitra, tak
from the omnipresence of the Lord. We can also receive some superpower. Omnipresence of the Lord. So then, when both ways are combined in our life, we can become elite commandos.
Když se tyhle dvě věci spojí v našem životě, tak se můžeme stát tím elitním komandem.
Spiritually elite commandos.
Duchovním elitním komandem.
Help comes when we sincerely stay very open-hearted, open-minded, open-hearted, and with truthful prayers.
Pomoc přijde, když zůstaneme s otevřeným srdcem, s otevřenou myslí a upřímně budeme to žádat.
Truthful prayers.
A modlit se upřímně, opravdově.
In connection with the Supreme Lord.
Nejvyššímu Pánu.
Some help comes.
Pomoc dorazí.
But the prayer has to be done not with selfish motive. That's the mistake, great mistake we do.
Ale velká chyba, kterou děláme, je, že tu modlitbu říkáme s sobeckým zájmem.
Often mostly the way we engage in prayers to Supreme Lord, the way we are having prayers, more selfish attitude. Calling for prayers, praying. When the prayers are fulfilled, next moment we forget about God.
To je často ten přístup máme, že se modlíme a ve chvíli, kdy ta modlitba je vyslyšená, tak se modlit přestaneme.
Okay. Either if the prayer is not fulfilled, we also forget God.
A nebo když ta modlitba vyslyšená není, tak zavrhneme Boha.
And when our prayers get fulfilled, then also we forget.
A někdy dokonce, i když je ta modlitba vyslyšená, tak stejně na něj zapomeneme.
Just becoming so complacent for a moment, we feel some gratitude. We remember for a while. Some loving gratitude to our Supreme God, pay obeisance, offering gratitude, and next moment we take it all for granted. Happen very nice. Oh God, thank you, and forget.
A příští moment už to bereme, že už to máme jako zaručený.
Oh God, thank you.
Děkuju.
Thank you so much. You are so kind, and then
díky Bože, bylo to milý.
Then God says, oh, so your prayer was motivated with selfish desire.
A Bůh si pak říká, aha, takže to tvoje modlitba byla takové egoisticky
not in connection with me, not to truly relate with me in love and having relationship with me, but rather, oh, you wanted to make use of me.
Ty jsi mě chtěl vlastně jenom využít.
Wanted to make nice use of me, talking to me in a very nice way, sweet way,
mluvil si ke mně tak
sweet
hezky,
words
hezký
of
slova,
prayers.
hezký modlitby.
But you don't truly want to be lover of me,
Ale
devotee of me. Now, if I don't fulfill your prayers, then you also become a bit thankless to me, okay, and go on. If I fulfill your prayer, then at some point you just thank me, okay, you give thank you to me for a while, and then you also forget.
Takže když ti tu modlitbu nevyplním, tak na mě zanevřeš, ale když ti ji vyplním, tak jako sice poděkuješ a pak na mě stejně zapomeneš.
So more or less that means you are selfish.
Takže víceméně tohle znamená, ty jsi sobě.
Even while you are engaged in praying to me, that's also motivated in a selfish way, not for me.
Takže i když se ke mně modlíš, tak je to stejně motivovaný vlastně sobecky, není to kvůli mě.
Not with that pure interest and motivation to stay connected with me, relating with me, serving me.
Mít se mnou nějaký vztah.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful where you are standing.
My všichni.
From everything we can learn lesson, even from this example.
Ze všeho se můžeme naučit nějakou lekci, i tadyhle z toho příkladu.
I tell you something.
Co vám řeknu?
Once a big Ayurvedic teacher,
Ayurvedický učitel,
a great saint, come Ayurvedic doctor,
a doktor ayurvedický,
wanted to hold some test with his students after completion of their education, certain phase of education,
chtěl tam provést závěrečnou zkoušku těch svých
wanting to
studentů.
hold some test with all the students. So then, at some point, the teacher, the great Ayurvedic guru, Ayurvedic doctor, teacher, called all the students.
Ten velký učitel, velký guru, vlastně ayurvedický, si povolal všechny studenty.
He asked them, what do you think? Do you think that your Ayurvedic education got completed, at least at the secondary level, to some extent it got completed? Do you think that?
A on se jich ptal, takže myslíte si, že to ayurvedické poznání vlastně nějak završení, aspoň do druhého stupně?
Some students said, yes teacher, yes Gurudev, consider it's almost completed. He looked at them and smiled.
Ten jeden žák se postavil a říká, ano mistře, je to téměř dokončeno.
Didn't say anything.
A ten učitel se tomu jenom smál.
Looked at the faces of those students who are saying almost complete and smiled at them, significantly smiled.
A on se tak významně usmíval, nic neřekl a významně se usmíval na ty studenty, kteří řekli, že je to víceméně dokončené.
And then he looked at other students. Do you think your education is satisfactorily complete?
A zeptal se jich to sami, myslíte si, že ta nauka je dokončená dostatečně?
They said, no teacher. We still feel lot of education still to be received. Okay,
ne, mistře, my si musíme, že ještě furt je toho hodně, co se naučit.
Okay, although we feel near about completing, but it's not really the fact.
My si jako sice myslíme, že jsme blízko nějakému konci studia, ale to není pravda.
Teacher looked at them saying, yes, bravo.
Říká, jo, bravo.
Your vision is more right. Their vision who considered some nearly complete, almost complete, also correct. But your vision is more correct.
Vaše vize je víc správná než ta jejich. Oni taky vlastně to řekli správně, ale vy jste v tom víc správně.
Your realization is correct in a better way. Your realization correct from the level of good way. But what you said, we feel so much more to be learned, not really complete, not we are even near about completing. It's better realization.
Ta realizace, kterou máte vy, je lepší než to.
This way. Then he sent out to, okay, you all go to the forest and bring some of the plants or tree parts which you consider have no medicinal value. Just go out in the forest. I'll be very happy to see if you can find some plants which has no medicinal property. Bring it.
Pak je poslal všechny do lesa a říká, každý mi přineste 3 rostliny, o kterých budete přesvědčeni, že nemají žádný léčebný účinky. Já jsem zvědavý, co mi přinesete.
See? So, most of the students understood Gurudev's way, saying that, okay, so I have to be expert enough to find out some plant, okay, some particular plant or tree parts which has no medicinal property, and thus we can make our Gurudev happy. Because he said, if you can find out any plants or anything which has no medicinal property, because most of the plants, you know, got medicinal property and character. If you find some has no medicinal value, and bring it, I'll be very happy. Let's see who can do that.
Takže oni si říkali, že tohle to po nás chce, prostě přinést nějakou tu rostlinu, která nemá léčivý účinky, a většina rostlin účinky léčivý má, takže...
All the students enthusiastically now ran into the forest.
Nadšeně běželi do lesa.
Now they are trying to find out some plants it has no medicinal value.
Snažili se najít rostlinu bez léčivých účinků.
At some point, some of the students found out they thought certain plants, oh, we have not read anything, we have not studied, we don't know, so no medicinal value. These plants must have no medicinal value, so some of them collected some plants.
Po nějaké době našli nějakou rostlinu a říkali si, o tom jsme v životě nic nečetli, nikdy jsme se o tom neučili, to nebude mít žádné léčivé účinky, tak mu to přinesem.
Happily collected some plants.
Radostně to pozbírali.
And they are ready to come back, ready to return to their Gurudev and Ayurvedic teacher. Okay, thinking, okay, we're going to make our Gurudev happy. We found some. Said, you can find out some plants has no medicinal value, okay, and bring to me, I will be happy. So, yeah, ready to go back. Okay.
A pozbírali to a že už budou zpátky mu to přinést, že ho potěšili jsem.
They found one student fumbling out and cannot manage to find even one plant which has no medicinal value. They're calling. One of their colleagues is calling, come, we found some. Why you are so late? So delayed. You cannot find any. We have found already few. And he said, see, I have not found. I have not yet found. Look, what we have. Oh, he said, I don't know. I still feel they also have some medicinal values, what you are holding. They said, no, we have not studied anything, we have not read anything. No, how can you say? Said, okay, you go ahead. I'm trying to come behind you. Go ahead to meet Gurudev. So those colleagues, those student colleagues, fellow students, they very happily they came back to Gurudev. Few of them holding some plants in hand. They happily came to Gurudev and paid pranam, respect. Paid some obeisance to the teacher with great respect and said, yes, we could manage to find some plants which have no medicinal values. Gurudev looked at them,
neužitečný.
smiled.
Gurudev se
Okay,
smál.
sit down, wait.
Říká, posaďte se.
So I don't find my other student, what happened to him?
A nevidím tady toho
Still
jednoho
he's not-
ještě studenta, kde?
Still he's not coming, what is happening?
Co se s ním stalo?
And Gurudev, he's still looking, he's desperately searching after something plant which is devoid of medicinal value, which has no medicinal quality. He's being late, he's still searching.
On tam stále hledá,
Gurudev
nevzal to. Snaží
Kept
se najít.
quiet, smiling. Then at some point, he found that student is coming, returning to him
Když se usmál a potom za nějakou dobu dorazil ten poslední student.
with little sadness.
Takový posmutnělej.
Student returning to him, he saw him from little distance. There was a student coming, returning to him with a sad face and found empty hand.
On tam k němu přijde se smutným obličejem a je vidět, že má prázdný ruce.
Yes. Student neared the teacher, paid full respect to him. And Gurudev looked at, asked, what? You could not even manage to find one plant, one tree leaves which doesn't have medicinal values?
On tam přijde pokojnicemu a guru se ptá, tak co, ty jsi nebyl schopný najít jedinou rostlinku, jediný lístek, který by neměl léčivý účinky?
He humbly said to Gurudev, great teacher, please forgive me. I could not find any plant or any tree leaves or anything, any part of the tree which actually doesn't have any medicinal property value. Everything I found, in everything, has some sort of medicinal value.
On říká, nezlob se, omlouvám se, ale já jsem nebyl schopný najít jedinou rostlinu, jediný strom, nic, co by nemělo léčivý účinky, protože všechno má nějaký léčivý účinky.
Please excuse me. Please forgive me, my teacher.
Odpust mi to,
I
mistře,
could not satisfy your desire.
že jsem nepotěšil tvoje, že jsem neuspokojil tvoje přání.
By bringing any plant which has no medicinal value, I could not.
Že jsem nebyl schopný
Fajn.
přinést takovou neužitečnou rostlinu, ale nenašel jsem.
The face of the teacher beamed with special happiness,
A ten učitel v obličeji se rozářil
brightened with
nesmírným
special
štěstím
joy,
a radostí.
called him near, started patting, saying,
Zavolal
bravo,
k sobě a poplácával ho tam radostně.
patting on his back. You are my real student.
A ty jsi můj pravý žák.
You are my real student. Okay, you have got the Ayurvedic knowledge now much greater than them all.
Ty máš větší ajurvédskou poznání než oni všichni.
And looked at the other students. What have you done? See, you didn't understand I was holding test with you all.
A on říká těm ostatním, co je s váma, vy jste nepoznali, že já jsem vás vlastně podrobil zkoušce.
How could you have brought these plants? These plants also have got great medicinal values what you have brought. Although you have not been taught about it, you have not studied about it, but still that you don't know about their medicinal values through study doesn't necessarily mean they do not have medicinal values.
To jsem přinesl, jako to, že vy nevíte, že by ty rostliny měly léčivý účinky, že jste o tom nikde nečetli, to neznamená, že to nemá léčivý účinky. Samozřejmě, že ty rostliny jsou léčivý.
They try to say, we wanted to make you happy, Gurudev. No, you have made me very unhappy in this way.
My jsme se tě snažili potěšit, učitele. On říká, ne, vy jste mě akorát naštvali.
Okay. This student has made me truly happy.
Ten student mě velice potěšil.
That student was that student face was brightened with happiness and joy.
A ten student v
I could
obličeji
be
se rozářil
successful.
radostí.
See, Gurudev said, he is my best student. You are also nice students of mine, but he is the best student. Now he passed with best result through this test.
To je můj nejlepší student. Vy jste taky moji dobrý studenti, ale on jediný vlastně prošel tím testem.
He has realized this truth.
Pochopil pravdu.
None of the plants, none of the tree buckles or tree parts can be devoid of medicinal values or property. Everything, each and everything has got some medicinal property and value in them.
Každá jakákoliv rostlina a její součást má nějaký léčivý účinky.
This is the real high-class Ayurvedic principle.
To je ten nejvyšší vlastně ayurvedický poznání.
According to the unlimited Ayurvedic principles, Ayurvedic knowledge, each and everything, the tree, the plants, the stones, everything has got some curing potency, medicinal property.
Nejvyššího všechno, ať jsou to stromy nebo i nerosty, tak všechno má nějaké léčivé účinky.
Provided we discover it, provided we can discover those inner powers, inner potency, curing potency. Okay, as long as until we are unable, or how do you say in English, until we are able to discover this deeper potency, deeper curing potency, energy in them, it seems like, oh, they are devoid of any medicinal property.
Když nejsme schopni to tam vlastně objevit,
without medicinal
ty
value.
schopnosti léčivý, tak se můžou zdát, že je postrádli.
That's actually a relative ignorance. That is nothing but some sort of ignorance what makes us feel in a limited relative way, oh, these have medicinal power, these don't have.
A ve skutečnosti je to jenom nevědomost naše, která nás vede vlastně takhle to rozdělovat.
Everything has got some medicinal power, potency, curing potency on different dynamics of life. They may not be implemented, okay, in the same way in every case. Different cases of sickness, different.
Ty různé rostliny se používají v různých stádiích nemoci a podobně. Nemůže se všechno použít vždycky.
They work on different dimensions as great medicines, curing potency. So, then the Gurudev congratulated that student in a very special way, expressing special joy, rewarded him.
No, odměnil, poděkoval, pochválil ho.
Why I was describing, telling you all this story?
Proč jsem vám tohle všechno vyprávěl?
It's ringing, phone rang. You can even take some education from that.
Protože tady zvonil ten telefon a i z toho se můžeme
instead of ringing,
dozvědět nějakou vědomost.
Tell me what kind of educations?
Jaký jsme se z toho dozvěděli?
One of the great educations we can take through this ringing and cutting off the flow.
Jakou školu nám dalo to, že tady zazvonil ten telefon a přerušil ten tok? Vlastně
through the ringing and cutting off the flow of the continuity of the recording is that, see, while we are out in the field, determined to make a journey towards our destination. In other words, when we have already started our journey, walking through the path which leads to our destination.
Když jsme začali vlastně tu pouť na naší cestě, která vede do nějakého cíle.
Whether in the material life or more in the spiritual life, on the spiritual path.
Může to být jako v tom materiálním životě, ale spíš mám na mysli ten duchovní cestu.
Different types of distractions can come.
Můžou přijít
různé
vyrušení.
Different kinds of distractions can come on our way of journey towards our goal, to reach our goal.
Na té pouti k našemu cíli budeme často vlastně něčím přerušený nebo vyrušený.
Which cuts off our journey.
Co může i jako zastavit tu naši cestu.
Environmental distractions. Different types of environmental distractions.
Můžou to být přírodní vlastně překážky nebo mentální.
Distractions from human beings or animals.
Od jiných vlastně lidských bytostí nebo i od zvířat.
Distractions in the form of adhatik, adhidoivik, adhibhautik. Like three kinds of miseries, heats of life.
Tři vlastně pohromy, tři druhy vlastně těch pohrom.
So, thus different types of distraction either from nature or from animals or humans or even from my own existence,
od lidí, od
mental
zvířat,
plane,
sám sobě si můžu dělat ty překážky.
okay, which cuts off our journey distracts us and cuts off our journey even
Přeruší
momentarily
naši cestu a vyruší nás.
towards our goal,
Odchýlí nás to od našeho cíle.
then what's his name?
Aminavatar Prabhu.
Then the way Minavatar Prabhu came forward, took care of it,
A tím
stopped it.
v tu chvíli přišel Minavatar, aby se o to postaral a vypnul to.
In a similar way, when some distraction comes, okay, cuts us off from to reach our main goal, reach our flow and determination. So a similar way, like the way Minavatar Prabhu came forward and took care of it, stopped it, and again reconnected the flow.
Stejným způsobem, když nás takhle něco vyruší na té cestě, tak musíme stejným způsobem to přepnout a zpátky se vrátit na tu pravou cestu.
Should also be taking care in a similar way.
Stejným způsobem se musíme o to starat.
Taking care of the part of our disconnection, or cutting, and again we should be connected and go on full swing with determination, continued spirit of determination to reach our goal and
Znovu se
stop
napojit
not.
na ten náš cíl a jít tam.
Hey. Come.
Oh, there's another one.
See, with the spirit, stop not, stop never until you reach your goal.
Nikdy se nezastavit a nepřestat, dokud nedosáhneme toho cíle.
You know, the same connection I can also explain. 24 gurus of the avadhuta.
24 gurů avadhutu.
24 gurus of the avadhuta from Srimad Bhagavatam.
Je to Srimad Bhagavatam.
I mean, of course, they are not really real gurus, kind of Siksha gurus type. There are different levels of,
To nejsou praví gurové, něco na úrovni Shiksha guru.
symbolically spoken.
Je to symbolicky řečeno.
Symbolically spoken as 24 gurus, in which spiders, lizards, and many animals, different animals, prostitutes, this and all included. You know, taking some lessons, learning some lessons from each of them.
A od každého z nich se vlastně učíme nějakou lekci.
And utilizing all those lessons, their examples, in a very high class way to have the very higher development and achievement of life. Simple examples from the natures and natural
beings. Jsou to vlastně jednoduché příklady od těch zvířat, ale ve skutečnosti je to vysoká realizace pro náš vlastní život.
That because he was avadhuta, so he was looking at those examples not in ordinary way, but relating to all the apparently normal, simple examples in a very special way, and learning, taking some lessons from them.
On byl avadhuta, že on se na to nedíval obyčejným běžným způsobem, on se na ty příklady díval tak, že co mu mohli dát pro ten jeho vlastní pokrok.
Because you know, avadhutas have piercing vision. They have supernormal vision.
Ty avadhutové mají nadobyčejnou schopnost vizí.
Super deeper, super higher visions.
A dívat se na to z vrchu, z nadhledem.
You know, so therefore they don't relate, they don't connect to the things in just ordinary normal way.
Oni na ty věci nekoukají vlastně povrchně. Jako
deeper normal ways or super normal ways.
Ale na to obyčejně.
Dobrý den.
Welcome. Welcome to our sangha.
Skoro.
If they want way, you can find out your way. Speak English? Little bit. Okay. You can find out your way or make it through.
Naschle.
Be careful. So back to the point.
Zpátky k tématu.
Story of
Dobrý den.
the avadhuta. So
Dobrý den.
avadhuta could learn something very special, okay, from ordinary examples.
Avadhuta se může naučit něco hodně speciálního i z úplně obyčejných vlastně věcí.
From ordinary ways of spider or some other animals.
Z toho, co dělá třeba pavouk nebo jaký jiný zvíře.
Okay, and even some sort of, the silkworms.
A takový ten bourec morušový.
And utilized those principles, those examples of their lifestyle in his own life.
A on vlastně
in a better way,
ty zásady
applied them in a better
for
the better achievement, the better interest.
Aby dosáhl vyšších cílů.
See, it was not that he found, you don't find the way, so you want to go this way, or which way? Which way you want to go? Okay. So, like for example, I have no time to go into details. Like avadhuta found a spider trying to create nets. Creating his net. Sometimes it's jumping and trying to create net, falling on the ground. But closely watching, it was not giving up. Spider was not giving up. Failure one time, 2 times, still not giving up. Trying again and again, maybe 3rd or 4th attempt, it was successful to make some connection with the spider net, and then went on. Okay, so took the lessons. Even if we have some failures, temporary failures for 1 time, twice, thrice, don't give up.
To poučení z toho bylo, že když se nám něco nepodaří 1, 2krát, 3krát, tak to nemáme vzdávat.
Keeping on trying again and again, success going to come at some point. While it clicks, while you do it right, learning through the lessons of failures, while you know which way not to do, what not to do, what to do, what not to do,
naučí, že zjistí, co dělá špatně, co nemá dělat.
Then you correct yourself, rectify yourself.
Člověk se zlepší vlastně.
Then you do it more properly, you have success.
Správnější, až dorazí k tomu úspěchu.
Success. Watch the spider way.
Sledujte pavouka.
Also, he learned another lesson. Look, spider creating nets as a trap for other insects.
Další příklad, si říkal, ten pavouk vytváří tu pavučinu jako takovou past pro jiný hmyz.
As a trap, very fine traps for other small insects to fall in and just get trapped, and so it can eat them. Food. But that spider itself never get trapped in its own net.
Ale ten pavouk sám vlastně nikdy nezachytí v té pavučině.
Walks so freely, very natural way, trapping others, but itself doesn't become trapped in it. That's another great way. Sometimes for the devotees, high-class devotees, even though they are found to be living in the amidst the material attachment or material environment, but they never get attached or trapped by that.
Třeba o těch velkých oddaných, kteří sice jsou jakoby v tom materiálním světě, ale nikdy se k němu nepřilnou vlastně. Nepřipoutají.
Liberated soul, liberated life, although living on this mundane plane, still found to be living on this mundane plane, but not trapped.
Jsou v tom světském prostředí, ale nejsou tam chycený v pasti.
Not getting conditioned or bound by the spider nets of the mundane world. this ringing also inspired me.
To zvonění
to
mě
be-
takhle inspirovalo k tomuhle poslu.
Temporary cutting off.
Nás tady
No,
dočasně vyrušil.
So while we are moving, while we are taking our divine journey towards our divine goal, to be united with our beloved, supreme beloved Lord, many incidents of cutting us off, cutting off our journey can happen.
Na naší cestě vlastně k Bohu, na naší svatní cestě, tak bude spoustu věcí nás vyrušovat a
But
přerušovat tu cestu.
we all need to take care of that part, reconnect us again.
Ale naším úkolem se
to our
postarat, aby
flow.
jsme se znovu vrátili do toho,
Go forward
na tu cestu správnou a pokračovali
to
vpřed.
attain our supreme divine goal and stop never until we attain that
A
goal.
aby jsme nikdy nepřestali, dokud nedosáhneme toho konečného božského cíle.
Stop never until we reach our final
Nikdy
ambrosial
nepřestat,
goal of
dokud
our
tam
fulfillment of
nedorazíme.
life. So your ringing of phone also worked in a positive way
Takže je to zvonění toho telefonu, který pracoval pozitivním
to
způsobem.
make me speak in this way.
Díky tomu jsem takhle promluvil.
Now back to the point.
A teď zpátky k
Now
tématu.
everybody is now anxious when Maharaj is going to end, anxiety coming.
Teď už jsou lidi takový netrpěliví, že už se bude končit. By looking into this, smiling, the faces of all the devotees, they are admitting what I'm saying, agreeing with Se lidi
that.
usmívají ode mě,
Kind
tak
of.
souhlasím s tím, co já říkám.
Now Bhakti is trying to manage. I enjoyed such smiles,
Si
innocent,
to užívám. tyhle ty
honest
úsměvy,
smilings.
ty upřímný úsměvy.
You can also learn from this.
Z toho se dá
Honesty.
něco naučit.
So back to the point.
Zpátky k tématu.
What I was saying. Adventure. We started from a adventure, becoming like elite commandos. Yes.
Začínali jsme tím tématem toho dobrodružství, že budeme jako to elitní komando.
So from hiking, a little bit of hiking on this mountain. Okay, enjoying adventure. So when we're in tune with adventurous spirit, the frequency of adventurous happiness,
Takže jsme se naladili na to dobrodružství.
then we're able to enjoy.
Jsme schopni dokonce to užít.
Knowing it's a part of the nature, part of the creation, part of the nature, our life also connected
Uvědomit si, že jsme
to
součást
this
toho stvoření, součást
adventurous
přírody.
situation, connected to this mountain,
Jsme
stones,
spokojení s tou horou, s těma kamenama,
trees,
se stromama,
air, oxygen,
vzduchem, kyslíkem.
and also our collective consciousness, we're all together, get together
A
consciousness.
naše společní vědomí je taky spojený dohromady.
Consciousness of sweet consciousness, friendly consciousness of having get together.
Vědomí jsme společně
Sitting in the lap of mountain, the lap of nature,
tady na dlaně.
following in the mood and temperament of rishis, yogis, Vedic, Muni, rishis, yogis,
Posloucháme vyšších muních, jogínek.
sitting in the lap of God's energy, in other words.
Sedíme tady vlastně v boží energii. Jinými slovy.
Sitting in the lap of Mother Nature means also in the lap of our beloved Lord's energy. Some other type of form.
Je to vlastně takový druh domova našeho, ta boží energie.
We can be felt, we can feel that we're now sitting in the lap of God's energy. We're being caressed, we're being caressed, or we're being taken care of by our supreme guardian. Supreme guardian, highest divine guardian,
Tím vedením vlastně nejvyššího pána,
being
co nás
embraced,
stará,
being
nás objímá.
being embraced, being being allowed to be sitting in his or her lap in the form of universal form,
A to, že nám
form of
dovolil
mountain, tree.
se účastnit na jeho lásce a
Yeah.
sedět tady.
Yes. If we can connect ourselves in that higher dimension, spiritual dimensions, not just taking it like ordinary way, not taking this event just in an ordinary normal way, material way, oh, having great fun, adventure.
Když dokážeme na tenhleto událost dnešní se dívat nejenom jako na něco běžného, že tady máme prostě zábavu, ale dívat se tam na to i tím vyšším duchovním pohledem.
But if we can truly connect to this event higher way, higher, finer way, finer spiritual way, as connecting to the Supreme God, connecting to the all-pervading energy of God, all-pervading spiritual energy of God through this, and try to be feeling into it, feeling some connection, relationship with the natural energy of God all around us. Then that will be higher utility. That will be a greater utility, higher positive utility of taking this adventure walk.
Veliký prospěch z toho účastní.
See, in the course of coming up, climbing up this hill or mountain, okay, we're feeling breathing difficulty, we're feeling so tired and fatigued.
Když jsme šli nahoru, tak se nám možná i blbě dýchalo a cítili jsme
breathing
únavu,
becoming longer,
nepříjemný,
and we
to trvá.
feel so tired, cannot do, feel like sitting.
A říkali jsme si, že bych se radši sednul, že to nevyjdu.
See, as soon as we start resting a bit, God has arranged everything all around us. Fresh air,
Když jsme začali trošku
oxygen,
si dopřávat odpočinku, tak Bůh už se postaral o všechno. Čerstvý vzduch,
breathing in the fresh oxygen, pranic energy in the form of oxygen from the fresh air all around, surrounded by the trees and beautiful mood, everything. And in no time we are feeling fresh again, energetic again, all fatigues going away, except for one aspect of the fatigue. Tell me what is that? It's a great concern and anxiety when Maharaj is going to end. No? Oh, you never know when Maharaj is going to end. We still have long way to walk. Enjoy. If it happens from time to time in this way, we cannot say no to Maharaj, then what will happen? How long it will be taking? That's the fatigue. Anyway, as soon as we now stand up and get up. Okay. That's like elite commando. That's like elite commando way. Greater adventure through the darkness. The dead of night to the darkness. See, it feels good, feels so happy to think about. But if it realistically happens, then all of us will be tested.
Až se to fakt, teď se to jako zdá příjemně, ale až se to fakt stane, tak to bude
No, not
zkouška pro nás, pro
now, at the
všechny.
dead of night, middle night, full of darkness. Then that will be real adventure.
Když tady budeme v noci temnou, tak to bude pravý dobrodružství.
It's like watching different beautiful creatures, from a very protected area inside the ocean. Sometimes, we're watching our sharks and
jako dívat se
Very,
v
very-
oceánu na nějaký chráněný
very
zvířata.
dangerous, I mean, normally dangerous creatures inside the ocean. Big,
A
big
jsou tam
sharks coming,
prostřed oceánu jsou i velký
coming
nebezpečný
nearby.
zvířata, jako žraloci.
you can relate to, and they're playing, so we can enjoy in a protected way. But had we been, if we are really into that ocean water surrounded by those same
Když se na
sharks,
to díváš jako
how
v
would you
dokumentu,
feel?
tak to je příjemný, no ale představ si
oh,
být tam mezi
you cannot
nimi.
enjoy anymore. Cannot enjoy
To
anymore.
už si člověk tolik neužije.
So it is very nice to think of in the daylight now, because we know we'll go back.
Je to hezký si teďka o tom tady přemýšlet, že víme, že budeme jako už spát.
Of course, it's not so dangerous. We can also move through the night. Not so dangerous, yes?
To není tak
With
nebezpečný.
torchlight. But even it will be more adventurous without torchlight.
Ale ještě by to bylo větší dobrodružství bez baterie.
Then we can be trying to be managing the way wild animals try to manage.
My bychom byli ty divoký zvířata.
In that case, we'll prefer to be situated in one place instead of moving. See, God has given some extra power, extra ability in the animals, which human beings are not blessed with. They are not
Bůh
rewarded with.
požehnal zvířatům různýma schopnostma a dovednostma, které vlastně v lidech nejsou.
See, God has created them in a befitting way to be living in this natural environment as befitting, with the befitting ability. But God knew humans are endowed with higher intelligence, so they will find out more comfortable ways of their living. So God thought it's not needed.
Bůh dal zvířatům vlastně schopnost přežít takhle v divočině, ale lidem dal zase inteligenci, takže lidi jsou schopni najít nějaký elegantnější řešení, takže nepotřebujeme.
He thought, I have already endowed the human beings, equipped them with higher intelligence, so many higher abilities in so many other ways which I have not given to the animals. So therefore humans don't need to be living in an animalistic way in the wild. All right, so
Lidi nemusí přežívat tím zvířecím způsobem v divočině, protože jsou obdaření inteligencí a dokážou se poradit jinak.
So maybe I do not need to endow them, I do not need to equip them with other special abilities what I have given to the animals.
Takže nemusím, Bůh si říkal, nemusím dávat lidem
Balance.
ty schopnosti, co mají zvířata.
But see, human beings already by utilizing their higher material intelligence, they have always invented the devices to see through darkness.
A
Already invited.
Lidi už našli schopnost, jak vidět ve tmě.
Invented the devices to see through
Vymysleli vlastně zařízení
dense
pro noční
darkness.
vidění.
More than animals and all.
A vidějí už lidi v té tmě nakonec líp než ty zvířata.
So, somewhere or other, God is also helping us, equipping us.
Bůh nám pomáhá, že nás vybaví.
Other way, see, although God has not directly given us the abilities, little extra abilities as given in the animals in a straight way, but through our intelligence, by equipping us with higher intelligence, scientific intelligence and all, and also enabling us, qualifying us to be inventing certain devices, so that we can make up the loss. We can easily fill up the gap. So
Díky tomu,
other
že
way
nás
we are already
vybavil
helped.
tou inteligencí a i tou schopností vlastně vyvinout třeba tyhle ty zařízení, jsme byli schopni překročit ten rozdíl.
So that way Supreme Lord also has helped us to be equipped, no less than the animals, no less than the animalistic abilities.
Neméně než ty zvířata.
Týden.
See, birds have natural ways of flying, birds have natural abilities of flying in the sky, and we have discovered flying machines.
Ptáci mají svůj způsob, jakým vlastně se pohybují v povětří, a my jsme vymysleli rakety, které lítají. But the point is that when there is misuse,
any lethargy, any misuse, or anything wrong done, not sufficiently careful, big accident happens, all of us die in that flying machine. But the birds will not have such experience of dying in accident like that, like with what we experience through plane accidents, helpless ways. But birds never become so helpless.
A tam, když dojde v tom letadle k nějakému problému, tak se zřítí a všichni tam vlastně umřou. No, a takový se tohle zase stát nemůže.
See, that's another example. So therefore, back to the point, we cannot indulge into making any mistakes. We should be careful enough. Whole conversation started from that point that we should not be making mistakes.
My jsme celou tu rozpravu začali tím, že jsem mluvil o těch chybách a nemáme chybovat.
Although making mistakes is a not normal part, I repeat, making mistakes is a normal part, natural part of human life.
Ale jako chybovat je normální, zopakuju to, chybovat je normální část lidského života.
It's quite natural for all of us to make some mistakes at some points of life.
Je to celkem přirozené pro každého z nás v určitých obdobích života a v určitých situacích dělat chyby.
Okay. But we should be learning through it.
Ale potřeba se z nich poučit.
Point is that we should not be continuing with the mistakes. We must be learning through our mistakes and rectify. With learning we know that what to do or what not to do.
Poučit se z těch chyb, napravit je, neopakovat je a naučit se, co dělat příště a co nedělat.
Okay, I repeat what not to do, what to do, and thereby being more sure, being more assured with our more developed knowledge about how things work in our life, and going through rectifications, purify, and again continue to take our journey with our positive spirit, in our positive way, with all positive confidence and determination, without being frustrated because I made some mistakes.
Poučit se z těch chyb, nedělat je znovu a pokračovat dál s odhodláním a
without getting frustrated or disappointed that why I made mistakes. So then it is okay. But even after making mistakes, when we do not learn through that, do not learn through our mistakes and don't try to develop in a right ways.
Když uděláme chybu a nepoučíme se z ní a nepokusíme se vlastně z toho
right ways, positive ways, then it is definitely a great fault. It is not considered a mistake anymore. It is a blunder. Very, very, very harmful, suicidal in our life.
Tak už to není jenom vlastně chyba, už je to takovým sebezničující jednání.
So, all kinds of mistakes in our life cannot be excused. Cannot be excused, cannot be forgiven.
Nemůžou být odpuštění a prominuty.
Especially then, when we know how to correct mistakes.
A zvlášť v tom případě, když víme, jak
how to rectify and how to do things in a right way.
Jak udělat věci správným
move in a right path.
Po té správné cestě.
Still we become lazy. We become so lazy and uncaring. So casual and so stupidly uncaring, you know, and then inviting another further trouble in my life because of, ignorance, stupid ignorance, and lethargic ways, uncaring attitude towards our own lives, inviting more troubles, and then accusing ourselves, accusing our fate. Why should it happen? You got chance for rectification. You got enough chances to rectify your mistakes and go on in a right way, glorious way, with full positive feelings, positive gains, glory, but
Abychom šli
you
pozitivní
didn't
cestou
utilize
slávy.
you didn't utilize your free will properly. Didn't utilize your free will, your chance,
A když si nevyužil svých šancí a svůj svobodný vůle,
and again became responsible to invite more troubles.
tak
Although
si můžeš za to, že si
you got chances
zadělal
to
na
solve
další
it all,
problémy.
to have solutions. That chance was given by nature, natural ways of life, but still you misused your freedom, didn't take up that chance.
Život nám dal šanci, ale my když jsme ji nevyužili, tak jsme vlastně zneužili svý svobodný vůli.
So sometimes in this way, when we become so uncaring about our own lives, so neglectful about our own lives, then directly or indirectly we invite more troubles.
Takže ve chvíli, kdy se stáváme takový jako bezstarostný, co se děje v našem životě, tak akorát si zaděláváme na problém.
Because nothing in our life, no space in our life remains empty. If we do not fill up those spaces with positive wealth, positive things, if it remains empty, so negative things will come and fill in.
Protože žádná část našeho života nemůže zůstat prázdná, takže pokud my ji sami nezaplníme pozitivním, tak ona prázdná nezůstane a zaplní se negativním.
That's how it happens.
Takhle se to děje.
Okay, because normally no space in our life can stay empty, free.
Žádný místo v našem životě nemůže zůstat prázdné.
Okay, that's the nature, that's the natural way. It has to be filled up either by
Přirozené.
positive or by negative energy. Either by positive energies, positive activities is not found.
Pokud ty pozitivní aktivity
Okay,
jako
in the
nenajdeme,
absence of positive activities,
Positive
positive
activities.
energy, then that space gets filled in by some negative energies.
pokud tam budou chybět
Negative
ty
things.
pozitivní aktivity, tak se to automaticky zaplní těma negativními.
Okay. Hardly any space remains empty,
Nic tam nezůstane prázdné.
like totally empty and equilibrium. See, everything is, the whole creation, whole natural creation is so designed that each part of the creation is either filled this way or that way.
Ta příroda materiálně je tak vlastně složená, že všechno je buď to pozitivní nebo negativní.
What we generally consider to be emptily empty, totally empty, it's not really empty.
To, co my si říkáme kolikrát, že je třeba prázdný, tak ono to není prázdný.
Great example of emptiness is space.
Nejlepší příklad prázdnoty je prostor.
Space. Time.
A čas.
Is it really empty? This space is really
Je
empty?
to prázdný, tadyhle ten prostor?
No.
Není.
Full of fine powers. The space is full of so many dynamics, dimensions of fine, subtle powers.
Tam jsou
Always
jemný
active.
síly a energie a je to plný toho.
Yes.
Různý dimenze.
Not one or two dimensions, so many different
To není jedna
dimensions
nebo
of the
dvě
powers,
dimenze, těch jsou tam
frequencies,
a spoustu vln.
of potencies, cosmic potencies and power going on,
různých
filling in the whole
vesmírných sil.
space. We are thinking it's empty, but actually
Možná myslíme, že to
we
je
are
prázdný,
underneath the ocean of air.
ale je tam
No.
oceán vzduchu.
Just as the big fishes are staying under the ocean of water, we are actually living under the ocean, similarly ocean of air.
Tak jako ryby žijou v oceánu vody, tak my žijeme vlastně v oceánu vzduchu.
Like the fishes, when the fishes are taken out of the water, how they feel.
Tak jak se cítí ryba, když ji někdo vytáhne z oceánu?
Similarly, if we are taken out of the ocean of air, we also feel similar way.
A když nás někdo vytáhne z
Breathless
oceánu
and
vzduchu,
die.
tak se na tom podobně, takže nám dojde dech a umřeme.
So it's not empty.
Tohle není
Full of,
prázdný.
it's full of different dynamics of the potencies in the form of air, ether, light waves, sound waves,
Různý vlny, vibrace,
mental waves, thought waves, spiritual waves, filled.
vibrace duchovní.
There are so many dimensions. I tell you, repeat.
Já to zopakuju, tam spoustu
There are
dimenzí.
still so many dimensions of the energy frequencies, okay, which are filling in this space, apparently empty-looking space.
Ten na první pohled ten prostor je prázdný a on je zaplněný těma vibracema různýma dimenzemi.
They are yet to be discovered. There are so many
ještě
other
potřeba
dimensions
je
of the potencies
objevit.
and energy in this space, yet it's yet not discovered by the
To
scientists.
ještě vědci vlastně ani neobjevili všechno.
Only few of them are discovered. There
Jenom
are so many other dimensions,
Jenom pár z nich je zatím objeveno.
okay, filling this cosmos and space. See, filled in. So zeroly zero, emptily empty means death.
Že nějaká prázdná prázdnota nebo nula z nuly, to je smrt.
Otherwise nothing can be totally, absolutely empty.
Jinak
No.
nic nemůže být úplně naprosto prázdný.
Even the feelings of emptiness, what we feel and say, oh, it's all empty, equilibrium, empty, that is also being felt by our consciousness.
Když si myslíme, že jsme třeba jako my prázdní, cítíme prázdnotu, tak to je stejně jen stav vědomí.
I repeat, momentary distraction came.
Zopakuju, zase to
That
byla
that distracted attention from what I was saying. I repeat,
tohle mělo vyrušit naši pozornost.
okay. Even when we think, well, it's truly empty, even that emptiness we feel through some power at the background as our consciousness, which is not empty, which is a positive power of feeling, experiencing power. By that we are feeling the emptiness. If that power is not there, it's a deadly dead. We won't even have any concept of the
Že když někdy
emptiness.
třeba cítíme prázdnotu, tak stejně tenhle ten pocit té prázdnoty byl vytvořený tím naším vědomím, protože kdyby tam tato síla toho vědomí nebyla, tak bychom byli mrtví a to by byla jediná prázdnota.
Yes? Okay. Let us stop here.
Tady to ukončíme.
All feeling now happy.
Teď jsou všichni spokojení.
So long the listeners, the audience are feeling happy and nice, but now they are feeling happier.
Celou dobu bylo posluchačstvo spokojené, ale teď, když jsme skončili, tak jsou všichni spokojenější.
I'm saying in a cute way.
A říkám to milé.
Are you feeling happier now that I have ended?
Jste teď spokojenější, když jsem skončil?
Yes,
Okay.
please be careful. And there is a bug next to you, a really big one. So be
Big one
careful.
bug?
Yeah. Right down, like right next to you.